Good morning, boys and girls. Today we are going to learn about the sound that the consonant blend nk says. This is an N. An N says n. Your tongue stays at the top of your mouth and says n. This consonant is a K. It says k, k, k. Okay? When they are put together, your mouth moves really fast. That's why it's called a blend. You are blending the two sounds together. A blend is different than a digraph. A digraph, two letters make one sound. In a consonant blend, you still hear the sound of both letters. It's just that your mouth moves really fast. It says nk, nk, nk. With consonant blends, there's usually always a vowel before the consonant blends. This consonant blend has an A. It's going to say ink, ink. Start your brain moving about what words we know that have the ink sound in them. This consonant blend has an I. Remember, an I says I. So this consonant blend is going to say ink, ink. Remember, the I can say I, or E, ink. This O says aw. Okay, your mouth makes the O shape. Aw. The O sound can say O, say its name, or ah. In this, it says onk. If it's paired with the consonant blend, it says onk. Now this is the vowel U. Remember, a U can say U or like your belly hurts. Unk. When it's paired with the consonant blend, it says unk. Let's think of some words. Let's travel back here to the ank ending. Can we think of some words that have the ank sound in them? I can think of one. I'm thinking of the word rank. Now, rank is a position in something. It could be a position in a race. It could be a position in the military. It's a position amongst other people. Rank. Another word that I thought of has a digraph at the beginning. This word is thank. Thank. Like thank you. Thank you. It's when you are happy that somebody did something for you, so you show your appreciation by using kind words like thank you. Another word that I thought of was tank. Tank. A tank is a military machine that keeps military members safe inside, and it rolls not on wheels but on a track, kind of like some construction machines. But a tank is also something that holds something else, like a water tank. All right, another word that I thought of was the word blank. Wow, look at this vowel, the A. It's sandwiched between two consonant blends. This consonant blend is bl, and ink, blank. It's a consonant blend sandwich. The next word that I thought of, oh, do we know what blank is? Blank is an empty space. All right, the next word that I thought of was bank. Look, we just took out that L and made a whole new word with a whole new meaning. Bank. A bank is some place that money is kept. Like my money goes in a bank, and I can use that money whenever I need it, but it's a safe place to hold my money. Another ink word that I thought of was the word drink. It's another consonant blend sandwich. Drink. Drink. Drank is the past tense, which means that it happened in the past, of the word drink. I drank water yesterday. It already happened, so I use the word drink, not drink. I couldn't say, I drank water yesterday. No, I drank water yesterday. Another word that I thought of was the word sank. Sank. Sank is another past tense word. It's the past tense of the word sink, when something goes under the water and stays there. Like my boat sank last year. That means it went underwater to the bottom. So those are some ink words that I thought of. Let's go to the next one. Ink. Ink. One word that I thought of was the word rink. A rink is a circle that we can travel on. So I'm thinking of like an ice skating rink. It is an inside place that we can go ice skating. Another word that I thought of was the word think. We know what think is. You do this every minute of every day. You think. You have ideas in your head. That is called thinking. Another word that I thought of was the word wink. Wink is when you use one eye to close like this. That's a wink. So I can go, that's a wink when you close one eye. But there's another word, blink. Blink is when you close two eyes like this and you open them back up. Blink. Another word that I thought of was the word drink. Remember, we said the word drank was the past tense of the word drink. Drink, it means that you're doing something right now. You are drinking something right now. It's the present tense, or it's the future tense. So you can say, I drink coffee. Or you can say, I will drink my coffee later. It can be used right now or in the future. Another word that I thought of was the word sink. Remember, we said the word sank was the past tense of the word sink. Sink is when something goes under the water and stays there. But it can also be a bowl that you have in your house that you can brush your teeth or wash your hands. That is the sink in your house. Let's travel over to the onk ending. Now, this one was really hard for me to think of some words because there's not a whole lot of words that I know that have the onk ending. Maybe you guys can think of some more, but I could only think of 3. The first word that I thought of was honk. Honk. Honk is when you push a horn and it makes a sound. Like sometimes people honk the horn in their car. Sometimes they can honk a horn on their bike. And sometimes people use the sound that geese make to be called a honk because it sounds like honk. It makes that sound. That's called an onomatopoeia, is when a word makes the sound. All right, and the next word that I thought of was bonk. Bonk. Sometimes I say, oh, I bonked my head. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to bonk my head. A bonk. And then another word that I thought of is conch. Now there's things called a conch shell. It's a big shell that you can find at the ocean, and you can listen inside of it and you can hear the sound waves and it makes it sound like the ocean waves. Something else that people say conk with is that kind of like bonk your head. You say, oh, conk, it conked my head. Now let's travel over. I told you I could only think of 3. I couldn't really think of any more. So let's go to unk. All right. I thought of the word trunk. Cars have this. They have a trunk. It's where you keep something. But there's also a trunk of a tree, which holds the tree up. It's the bark. It's where the bark is. It's the main part of the tree. Another word that I thought of was the word junk. Junk is another word for trash. Okay, junk are things that we have that we need to throw away. Maybe they're broken or they're old. It's junk. Another word that I thought of was the word chunk. Chunk is a piece of something. It's maybe a piece that you tore off or fell off. It's a big piece of something. That's a chunk. Another word that I thought of was the word dunk. Dunk is when you put something under the water. Okay, maybe you can dunk your head under the water. Maybe you can dunk a bucket under the water. It's when you put something under the water. And then the last one I thought of was the word sunk. Sunk is the past tense for the word sink and sank and shunk. Or sorry, sunk. There's no H in there. Sunk. Sink, sank, sunk. Sunk is another past tense. Like, oh no, I sunk your battleship. When you're playing the game, you can say sunk. All right, now it's your turn to either pause this video and use 5 words from each word bank and copy them down, or think of 5 of your own. They can be nonsense words or real words that have the ank, ink, onk, or unk ending. Bye!